Hey yo, what is going on everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and as you guys can see, we're back at it with another tier list because you guys loved the Galaxy Opal tier list that we did yesterday. Wow, crazy. Yesterday. So I figured we would go ahead and do the Pink Diamonds tier list. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button down below. Should be a pretty big banger out here. And if you guys do want to check out that Galaxy Opal tier list because you haven't already, for some reason you're slacking, then go ahead and check out that one in the link in the description down below, just to have some fun with it. It should be a pretty cool, pretty fun video for a lot of you guys. So yeah, and it, I guess, kind of builds on this. So without further ado, let's just hop right into it and start off with our wonderful guys down in D tier, because, you know, they're bad, so we might as well show it off. We have Pink Diamond Mark Price, Pink Diamond Steven Adams, Pink Diamond Zydrunas Ilgauskas, and Pink Diamond Allen Iverson. And now I do want to preface something, is that I did go through all the pink diamonds and then pick out all the ones that I figured were the best, or at least the most notable new ones that I haven't really ranked yet, and then went through and just, you know, shouted out who I thought was good. Mark Price, he's just, I don't know, the jumper is okay in jump shot 28. He's not really a dunker. It's pretty tough. He's an okay defender, but nothing crazy. I just don't love him. Steven Adams, I know he's a great defender, but I don't love the card. Like, I just don't love the card. Pink Diamond Zydrunas Ilgauskas is just really slow. I know he's a great shooter, but he's tall and he's slow. Again, I feel like we just need like an opal Zydrunas, or like a glitched Zydrunas Ilgauskas that really is juiced for him to be top tier. And then Pink Diamond Allen Iverson. I'm standing with Ty Debo on this one. Pink Diamond AI, trash. Like, really should be down in D tier. Besides the other Pink Diamond AI, which we'll show off pretty soon. But overall, not great, not bad. Like, overall, cool cards. And if there are some pink diamonds that are missed, I just skipped over them and all that sort of stuff. If you guys see them later on, I apologize, but I just didn't think they were special. Now, the next two guys that we got in C tier are the two pink diamond Steph Currys. I normally don't want to, I guess, have duplicates on here, but some people might not know that these cards are literally almost identical. And yes, almost identical. They are very, very, very slightly different. So 2K had some sort of defense to why they dropped it. If you go on 2KDB right now, you can compare the cards, and the reward season ultimate Steph Curry has a +3 in mid-range, a +3 in driving layup, a +4 in passing IQ, and a +1 in potential, making him 10 total stats higher at 2,700, which is really nothing. They have identical badges, 7 Hoff, 38 gold, 2 silver badges. They have identical tendencies, literally all the same, and they have identical animations. So other than those 10 points in stat, they're the same card, but I still wanted to highlight them. And the reason is, you guys heard me say it, they have 7 Hall of Fame badges. Curry can be an okay defender at times, but with a lot of the cards that are coming out that are just super cheesy and super crazy, I just really haven't felt like this card is just that great anymore. I've replaced him with Don Boozy, and Don Boozy is literally amazing. I used to love this Steph Curry. He's still one of my favorite cards to use in offline. Online, there's something going on where he does not hit the same anymore. It's so sad, because I love this Curry. Next up is Pink Diamond Jameer Nelson, who's just kind of like a slightly better Curry, but he's shorter. I don't know. There's something about Jameer Nelson that's never really jumped out to me. Like, he's a good card, but he's undersized. He's not worth it. No, thank you. You can sit in C tier, my guy. Next up is Pink Diamond Terry Rozier, who we did a gameplay on and was actually a pretty fun card. Scary Terry, always pretty solid, always pretty fun. He's got a decent jumper. He's got some decent dribble sigs. He's, you know, just good all around. But again, undersized, and I'm not like the biggest fan of the card. He was fun, but he wasn't a top card by any means. Next up is Pink Diamond Robert Parish, who some people, I think, may think that is very close to Steven Adams, like they're almost the same card, like blah, 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 blah. But if you actually go and compare the two cards, he's leagues better. Robert Parish is definitely a much better offensive card than Steven Adams, but Steven Adams is better defensively. Overall, I feel like Parish is still good enough defensively to warrant him being in higher or up there, and is significantly better on offense than Steven Adams. It's really no contest. Steven Adams is like a 69-3, not a great midi, a good jumper, but just overall, he's not for me. Next up, maybe a controversial pick, but it's Pink Diamond Kevin Love. I did use this Kevin Love. I thought he was a really fun card, and I thought it was cool that they gave us the throwback from 2K17. Anytime we get a throwback 2K17 card, I'm going to be excited because I love 2K17. That's really what we what got me into my team. Started on 2K16, but 2K17 was just amazing. But Kevin Love, compared to a lot of the centers that we're getting now, including like Opal D-Rob, is going to be really slow. He doesn't come with any sort of quick first step. His defense inside is going to be good, but on the perimeter, not too great. He's going to be a good shooter, but he's not as cheesy as the centers that we're getting now. And that's going to put him behind quite significantly. I do think we'll get an Opal Kevin Love that's like the best of both worlds, the shooting and the post god kind of thing. And when we get that, I think it'll be really solid. But this pink diamond is cool, but let's be honest, he's definitely not top tier. Next up is Pink Diamond Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman, again, another card that's like cool because he's a lock-in reward and they kind of juiced him a little bit. Like, it's fun, it's cool, but at the end of the day, are you really excited about Chris Kaman for a card? Like, be honest with me. Be honest with yourself. Are you really excited that Chris Kaman got a card? Because I'm not, really. Like, yeah, he's cool, he's a 7-footer, but there's just something about Chris Kaman that just doesn't jump out at me. Obviously, I've talked a lot of trash about him, but yeah, I just don't think he's all that. He can be a fun card, but I don't know. No, thank you. If you wanted him B, that's cool, have fun with it. I'm leaving him in C tier. And then next up are two short kings in Pink Diamond Allen Iverson and Pink Diamond Nate Robinson. I'm going to link them together. I know they have different animations. Nate Robinson with the Lillard jump shot and Allen Iverson with the Trey Burke jump shot, but they're both shorter guys that they absolutely juice with stats and badges to be really fun. But again, they're shorter guys, so obviously they have to get knocked down a little bit. But I will say, these two cards are probably some of the most fun that you could use in the game, because when you catch a body with this Nate Robinson on like Yao Ming or something like that, oh, it feels so good and it is so nice. So I recommend them just to use for fun if you're just trying to like mess around one day. But if you're taking it seriously, let's be honest, you're not going to be running them. Like, yeah. But anyway, next up we do have Pink Diamond Damian Lillard, who actually is a pretty decent step towards the Opal. I was surprised at the level that they gave this Lillard to. I don't know. Usually, like you saw with Curry, they don't make him that close. But again, it's only an 18 difference between Damian Lillard's Pink Diamond and his Opal, which is pretty cool. Only a difference of 2 Hall of Fame badges as well, which are Floor General and Pass Fake Maestro, really no deal. And then overall, just got good animations. Not the Curry slide. Obviously, some people hate that, but long athlete layup package is cool. And overall, Lillard is going to be really fun and really nice, but he's still not really a top PG. I really don't see anybody using Opal Lillard, like, ever. So, it's just, Lillard's cool. I don't know, I just feel like there's something about him where his jumper is nice and he feels amazing, but everywhere else, he doesn't show out for me. It's tough. Next up is Pink Diamond Dale Ellis, who is literally just like a Pink Diamond Ray Allen, if you wanted a Ray Allen, which is really cool, and I say that because he has the Ray Allen jump shot base, obviously, which is pretty cool, and it's one of my favorite ones because I've just got used to it with having Kawhi. But on defense, you're not going to feel too amazing with this Dale Ellis, although he is definitely no scrub there. But the main reason you're using him, an amazing shooter that can also still get some buckets in the paint as well, which is cool. And yeah, he's just overall fun. He's not going to be a dribble demon. He's not going to be like this crazy guard overall, but I still think Dale Ellis is really, really fun to use. Next up is Pink Diamond Glitch Steve Nash. I threw up the hero one just because y'all know the hero cards are like, I guess we'll say, very minimally better than like the normal cards. So for most of these, it's literally like 1 badge difference for a lot of these cards. Like between the glitch and the normal, it's no stats difference. There is 1 badge that goes from Hall of Fame from gold, and that is Teardropper, so really not a big deal, but anyway, it's still the slightly better one. But Steve Nash is a decent jumper, slightly slow, which is why he's in B tier. A good layup package, really good with the Curry slide, and he's an insane shooter and slasher if you can get around that not so great jumper. But because it is baited, I put him down to B tier. You can't have a baited jumper and be up in A tier. I'm sorry, like that's just how it is. When there's so many good pink diamonds, you gotta cut some ties somewhere. Next up is Pink Diamond Sidney Wicks, one of the cards that was very new with the All-Star Spotlight Sims. One of the best things that we've got so far, although I've only done 1.5 Spotlight Sims. But anyway, Sidney Wicks is really cool just because he's that like jack of all trades, master of none kind of guys, where he's a really good slasher, he's a really good playmaker, he's a pretty good shooter, and he's a really good defender. So overall, he's just good at everything, and he can speed boost, which obviously is always going to be good, and has jump shot 70, which I love with the long athlete layup package. He doesn't have range, which is going to be kind of tough, but I still think as an overall forward that can just come out there and do whatever you really need him to do, I think Sidney Wicks is very, very, very solid. Next up is Pink Diamond Ricky Rubio, one of the new cards that we got from that Spain promo, which was pretty cool. With Juan Carlos Navarro, we got Jose Calderon, Juan Hernan Gomez, and we got a Pink Diamond Ricky Rubio, which is cool. And he's 6'4", 6'7" wingspan. Insane playmaker. Like, they juiced my man's playmaking. But still, he's a good slasher, and he's a pretty good shooter. And he's got some decent defense as well, which is nice. Now, the thing that I don't love, jump shot 37. It's not terrible, but I don't know. There's just something about it that I don't really love about it. He does have, Pro 2 for the size of, so he's going to be, moving it like Curry, which is cool. But I don't know. For me, Rubio, I think just fits in the B tier because, like, yeah, again, he can do a little bit of everything. He's a great playmaker. He's cool. It's all that. And if you like the jumper, he can be fun. But for me, I'm going to stick him in B. Next up is Pink Diamond Gerald Wallace from the Quantum set. And Gerald Wallace was super fun. Again, I think we did a gameplay on this card, and it was just a great time overall because Gerald Wallace isn't as much of a 3-and-D card right now as normally he is, but right now he is basically like a slash and defending card, which is insane. He is a really good slasher, and the defense that is on this Gerald Wallace card is just unreal. Like, seriously unreal. He's got a good jumper and the long athlete layup package, which is going to be awesome, but I'm not a huge fan of some of his dribbling moves. I just didn't feel like he was too shifty. He was too fun. But if you want somebody that's going to come out and really slash the basket like a monster and still play really good defense all around, this Gerald Wallace is definitely your pick for that. Next up is Pink Diamond Wayne Embry. This selection may get me a little bit of flack, if I'm being honest, because I know how many people love this Wayne Embry card, myself included. Like, Embry is no slouch. I use him all the time. Okay, I used to use him all the time, but I really don't use him too much anymore. I don't know. There's just something about Embry being a little bit undersized, only having, I think, play at one position is a little bit tough. 3-point shots getting a little bit lower now, and there's a lot of really good guys coming out that you don't have to badge up so much in shooting, which could be really fun. I still love Embry. I still think he was amazing, and I love him for the fact that he was one of those first free vault cards that we got that was just a demon that I actually got myself, unlike Terry. Still upset about that one, but still, Embry is amazing. Next up is Pink Diamond Glitched Isaiah Thomas, and this is a card that, again, it might be a bit of a hot take for some people, but I don't care. I'm putting Isaiah Thomas in B, and I mean, that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. This Isaiah Thomas plays surprisingly good defense. It's kind of crazy. I have a 5'9" guy who surprisingly plays some good defense, especially on the perimeter, even interior as well, because his glitch was making him a capable defender, which is kind of funny. But overall, I still think he's a really fun and a really cool card to use if you have, like, the ability to do so. You want to mess around and have some fun. Boom, pick up Isaiah Thomas. He's cool. The only thing I don't like about him is his jumper. It feels a little clunky sometimes. Next up is Pink Diamond Steve Francis. Steve Francis is, again, one of those guys that I think is a super, super fun card to use that I just like running because I think that Dion Waiters' jump shot is so underrated. I don't hear anybody talk about, like, more cards needing the Dion Waiters jump shot base, but it's a thing. Like, man, people need to start getting that Dion Waiters jumper. It's money, and he's still a really good defender. Has some nice, 90 perimeter defense, all that sort of stuff. He's super quick. Obviously, he's going to shoot the lights out like we were talking about, and he's still a great slasher, and he has the Curry slide, which is amazing with the shifty dribble style. Yeah, Steve Francis is kind of a demon. Next up, we do have Pink Diamond Byron Back, another card that I was actually lucky enough to get from the vault. I had vault luck in Season 4 in the beginning, but then Terry came out and ruined that. Love it. But Byron Back is another one of those jack of all trades cards that just comes out and is really good for you. Has a really solid jumper. I think it jump shot 40 and just does everything you want, and is a really capable defender. I think he's one of those cards that you can really fit into any squad. Next up, Pink Diamond Paul George. Obviously, you guys know my opinion on Paul George. I absolutely love his jumper. I think he's amazing. And this Pink Diamond, at the time he came out, was probably the best card in the game. But at the point, not the most amazing, not the most insane. I still love the PG jumper. I still love his defense. He's really, really, really good. But I still think the cap is B tier. Next up, Pink Diamond Kiki Vandaway. Kiki Vandaway is my man. And he's slept on, man. He is slept on. What an insane shooter. Still a really good defender. He still slashes the basket pretty well. Long athlete layup package. Obviously, he's going to be good. His jumper is underrated. And Kiki, in general, super underrated card. Because his diamond was so terrible, I don't think too many people are excited about his pink diamond, but he actually is really, really, really good. And I think more people at least need to give him a shot, because come on, man, he's only 150 tokens. He's really one of the best on the token market right now. And last but not least is going to be my man Pink Diamond Cam Reddish. I know part of him's getting cut off. Like, let me live. I can only fit so many cards in the tier, and I didn't want to spam up the A tier. But Cam Reddish is another one of those like fan favorite cards because he had that PG jump shot base, and the only thing really holding him back is just my man's got 8 Hall of Fame badges. Like, if he didn't have 8 Hall of Fame badges and he had the quick release timing, I think I still could sneak him into A tier, but just not enough badges and not a quick enough jumper anymore, because PG is still in that like medium speed jumper. So then you take it and you don't give it quick. I can't defend that. I can't defend that. I love Cam Reddish, but he's definitely a bit outdated right now. We gotta admit it. Now, starting off the A tier, we have the Pink Diamond Ice in his veins, DAngelo Russell, who's just a really good card. Overall, it's just amazing. If you loved the jumper on wherever he is, Wayne Embry, you're going to love this DAngelo Russell card at the PG, and he's free, so, like, why wouldn't you? I have to get my triple threat games out of the way, but once I do that, I can pick up that D-Lo, and he can just be really, really fun to use. Next up is Pink Diamond Carmelo Anthony. Everything you love about Melo is juiced up a little bit more with that defense. It's just overall really nice. I love the Melo jumper. I love everything that he does. It's not the most shifty card, but catch and shoot, 3 and D, whatever you want to call it, Melo is still amazing. Next up, Pink Diamond Ben Simmons. I've been putting Ben Simmons in the S tier a lot, and I think that he's really good, but that was because he was just tall. And now we have Magic, and there's no reason to use Ben Simmons anymore because his only benefit was that he was tall, and now you have Magic out there, which is cool. But the great thing is, I still think that this Ben Simmons card is an amazing power forward, and nobody takes advantage of it. Like, nobody takes advantage over the fact that Ben Simmons is a really, really good power forward. I mean, he's literally one of the best defensive cards in the entire game, which is awesome. Really quick as well, which is obviously great, and he's one of the best slashers you could have as well. He's a mid-range demon. You just really can't shoot the 3 from him that great. But overall, I still love Ben Simmons. I still think he's great, especially as a like power forward as a backup. Next up, Pink Diamond Shay Alexander, who is a nice little moments card that they threw in there to give a little love. And this card is just amazing. Any card with Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter is going to get a nod from me, but then you also give him the Curry slide. His jump shot, 91 on Shay, is actually really money and really easy to time, which I love. And he's a capable defender and a really good slasher as well. Shay, overall, just a really, really good card. Next up, Pink Diamond Kyrie Irving, and the only negative on him is the fact that his release is a little bit slow. Everything else, amazing defender, actually a capable slasher, which is crazy. And he's obviously an insane playmaker, and he's got some really good animations overall, including that Curry slide. It's just the jumper's a little bit baited, which I don't love. And again, fully baited jumpers can't go in A. Slightly baited jumpers can go into A. Baited jumpers at all cannot go into S. So, I'm sorry, Kyrie. Next up is Pink Diamond Kristaps Porzingis showing out for that Inferno set. It was just amazing. And I'm going to be honest, anything Kristaps Porzingis instantly starts up high. Let's be real. Because he's just an insane shooter. We have a 7'3" guy with Hall of Fame range, which is just crazy. You add clamps and you add quick first step onto this Kristaps Porzingis, and he is one of the most unstoppable cards at the center position, which is just great. And I love that Brook Lopez base. Obviously, we're getting some better centers now, but still, Kristaps is showing out for the boys. Next up, Pink Diamond Joe Dumars. Again, another card that's just not getting the love that he deserves because it's Joe Dumars. I mean, it doesn't really sound like a name that's great, but my man's got jump shot 36, which is a jumper that I actually quite like, if I'm being honest. If you've used it on, Kyrie Williams or even Pat Beverly, it's actually a pretty nice jumper, especially on quick. And my man is the Pro 2, so Curry slide. He's really quick. He's an amazing, amazing defender, and he has Hall of Fame range and quick first step as well, which you gotta love. Overall, Joe Dumars is a beast, and again, I just don't see too many people talking about him, probably because most people that did the Spotlight Sims ended up getting John Wall, and they're using Wall instead, which I get it. I understand. Next up is Pink Diamond Giannis on the Antetokounmpo, and if Giannis had a little bit better jump shot, obviously, we'd be putting him into S tier, no question, but still, I think Giannis at the center is probably one of the cheesiest cards that you could use there. You get those sidestep layups in, and it's absolutely crazy, a guy at his size with such quick speed and really, really, really insane all-around defense. I just think he is such a fun card to use. And again, he's just a glitch at that center because you can grab a rebound, run all the way across, and dunk like crazy. And it's not to say you can't shoot with Giannis. It's just not obviously his strong suit. It's just a bit of a negative. Next up, Pink Diamond Domantas Sabonis, a card that I really, really debated putting into S tier because I'm going to be honest, I love this card. He's my starting center now. I could have sold him back after the gameplay, but there was no way that was happening. I just love Domantas Sabonis this year. I don't know what it is. Actually, I know what it is. He's a demon. But anyway, this is kind of ranked off of next gen because obviously on current gen, he's probably a B tier because he has Hall of Fame steady, but it's Hall of Fame blinders on next gen, so we love it. And he has Hall of Fame deep threes, quick first step. He has gold clams, Hall of Fame intimidator, 3,000 total stats, and he's actually a really shifty, really cheesy center, which is great. Jump shot 10 on quick. Obviously, he's not the most ideal jumper, but it's actually pretty insane on this Domantas Sabonis card. I love him off pick and pop. I love him off catch. He's just so fun to use. Like Domantas Sabonis right now, I think has been my favorite center that I've had at the center position all year. Next up, Pink Diamond Glitch DeMarcus Cousins. Just an overall really cheesy, really fun card to use. He can shoot it from range, got a nice jumper, a little bit of a defensive liability, but overall, it's not too bad, and you gotta love boogie cards. Next up, Pink Diamond Dave the Busher, a card that, you know what, I started the grind on, but I never finished for the Spotlight Sims. I don't know why, but I love Dave the Busher cards. Run him at 6'6" at the small forward. He's fine. One of the best defensive cards you could have. They juiced up that defense. Still has quick first step. He's going to be a great slasher. He's going to be an amazing shooter because jump shot 26 is cheesy and it's easy to time. Overall, Dave is just, he's a demon. Pick up Dave. Try him out. He's a free card. It's not exactly too quick to grab him, but once you do, you're going to love it. And next up is Pink Diamond Karl Malone in the A tier. It's a Karl Malone card. I know some people really hate him and really love him. It's kind of a polarizing card overall, but he's got range and he's got some really good defense. So at least A tier is what you can have him at. Now, starting off the S, we got some crazy guys up here, starting with the man, the dentist, Terry, my man. Now, if I'm going to be honest, I know some people are really hating of Terry because they didn't give him, myself included, but he's got the Rudy Gay base, he has Hall of Fame range, he's an insane defender, and he has the Curry slide. Like, nothing lower than S for Terry on a list in general right now. He's just insane. Next up, Rudy Tomatovic, again, a slept-on card, probably because he is a lock-in reward, so not too many people are really able to get him, if we're being honest. But if you look at Rudy, I mean, he is a Kobe Bryant base player, which is amazing on quick, and then has all of the shooting badges you could love, quick first step and downhill, amazing defense, and amazing finishing overall. He's just a really good card and has the Curry slide at 6'8", which, I mean, come on. Next up is Pink Diamond Malik Sealy, who is everything that Galaxy Opal Kawhi is, just slightly worse. Same animations, basically, and is just absolutely insane. Malik Sealy, if you do not have Kawhi, is literally the perfect option for you. Just everything that Kawhi does, just slightly worse. Seriously, is amazing. Pick him up, try him out. I swear to God, you will not regret it. Next up is Pink Diamond Lonzo Ball, and is in S tier for one reason and one reason only, and that is his defense. I know some cards are going to be better than Lonzo offensively, but my God, the switch to that normal OG Lonzo jumper was such a W for him, and he's just super quick and super amazing defensively. Like, if I wasn't no money spent, I probably would have kept the card, but I sold him back for a little bit of profit. It's just amazing. Super tall, super heavy defensive player. I just love Lonzo in general. Next up is Pink Diamond Lamar Odom, who is this Pink Diamond Paul George, just absolutely juiced and a little bit taller with the Curry slide. It is amazing. Like, oh man, I always love Lamar Odom cards, but this one is on another level. Next up, Pink Diamond Jack Marin, the Triple Threat Online reward from last season, the counterpart to Terry Rozier, and he's basically Terry just with the Larry Bird jump shot base, a slightly worse jumper than the Rudy Gay, but I still think Jack Marin is great because I personally love the Larry Bird jumper. So to me, it's not that big of a deal, but I know it's a bit of a polarizing one. Some people don't like it, so it's kind of a tit for tat thing. Next up, Pink Diamond Evan Fournier, the reward for that Flash set that we got. Not French, not Flash, French. But the great thing about Evan Fournier is he is a 3-and-D monster with the Curry slide, the shifty, and jump shot 4, which is just great. Yeah, if you want just a great all-around shooter, again, he was a free card as well. I think this Evan Fournier is just an absolute demon. Like, really a fun card. Next up, we talked about him earlier, Pink Diamond Don Boozy, who is literally Galaxy Opal Don, just slightly worse. Has the Derrick Rose jumper, the Curry slide, amazing defense, amazing dunking, and 80 interior defense as well on the PG, which is great. And overall is an amazing card. He's my starting shooting or point guard, and I definitely do not regret it at all grinding for this card. And last but not least is Pink Diamond Danny Granger, who has the best jumper on current gen, and is just absolutely the demon from 3, and still holds his own, and he's a 6'9 shooting guard, which you gotta love. If you like the tall meta, you like Danny Granger. That's just kind of how it goes. And now that is the end of the Pink Diamonds tier list. Again, if you want to see the opals, it will be linked in the description down below. Let me know what you guys think about the tier list down in the comment section below as well, and like the video guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new. On the road to 10K subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and that like, it really helps out the YouTube algorithm. And I hope you guys are great today, and I will see y'all in the next video.